Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video from my best friend's birthday, March the 7th, 2017. My best friend lives in Dothan, Alabama, childhood friend. So to let you know, today I have to have this out early. We have some family emergency, so I had to get this out an hour before the close. Right now, ES is down 575, NASDAQ down 8. You have the Russell down 850. They were much sharply lower earlier. You have the industrials down all of 35. Holy cow, how can you take it? Transport's down 88, and that can become a big deal in the future. And we'll talk about that a little later. Gold doing nothing. Silver doing nothing. Advanced decline, very negative, down about 1366. Was down at one time about 1700. So DE Dow, which is the German DAX, down fractionally, down about 0.5%. You have the DJ China up about 0.7%. So where does this get us with the whole market in here? Well, the first thing that I teach all the time is about support and resistance. The more times you can connect the dots, now you can use voodoo lines, you can use extensions, cycles, but when it really comes down to it, the simpler the concept, the more it's followed by the rest of the world. And the idea in here, the simplest concept, is price support and resistance. You can see it on the left, like the TFs, and you can see it on the right on an hourly chart on the ESs. On the left, that's daily. ESs, that's an hourly. We stopped right at support. Now, support is a zone. Doesn't have to be an exact price. That's a big mistake a lot of people make. But it stopped right in this zone, just perfect in here. That doesn't mean you have to go crazy buying it, but you don't short it when it's at a support zone and it's oversold. So just keep that in mind. Where do we go from here? Well, that's the tough part. On the one hand, you have the Russell on the left not bouncing really at all this morning. But on this side, it's at support, and go and put up a 30-minute chart or a 15-minute chart of the Russell on the left and the ES futures on the right. In this market where you are in a massive uptrend on a daily chart, you have to figure that bull flag is going to work. Now, I'm going to be off before this happens, but if this gets above 2376, it could go right to 2380. And we could still go down after that. But I'm watching those levels very carefully. We're going to go a lot more in depth on the simpler stocks on the premium video, but I will tell you the transports, I'm going to be watching that very carefully. As you see, the transports reflect the economic strength. It's not a coincidence that the transports on the left and the Russell on the right have very similar 15-minute charts and hourly charts. Down near support, both of them near their low for the day, and that's what happens. All of a sudden, people are thinking that, well, maybe all these stimulus ideas aren't going to work, and that's why the transports are like this. The Russell, which is composed more of growth stocks, is more affected by those kind of fears. So I'm definitely watching both sides. The other thing I want to mention, we still have the $7 30-day trial. It includes the chat room. I'm on from 9 to 10 in the morning. Premium videos, email alerts. I put out at least 6 stock ideas and 6 index ideas every day. I put out a swing trade video now. When you go to premium videos, there's your swing trading over the weekend. I was going in. Actually, a lot of the stocks did really well already, which is pretty exciting in here. The other thing is we have a meetup where every other week I do a 15-hour video on different aspects of feel. I've done it on chart setups, and look how many are in here, and everyone is free. That's what's exciting about it. We don't charge you like $99 a pop like everybody else. Now, when it does come to a premium class, it's much more in depth. That's this week, and that's me. I'm doing a class on the sunset. They called it the sunset option system, but it's all about the end of the day of how to exploit Friday expiration. The idea is from 6 to 8 p.m. Central, 7 to 9 Eastern, and then 3 hours of expiration trading. I love doing expiration trading. Let me show you why. Basically, the last day of the month has the least premium. And the idea about that is that if something moves, and I'm going to go through my indicators and my chart patterns. If something has an identifiable chart pattern, a lot of times you get an outsized move in the stock that the options aren't factoring in. I'm going to show you a perfect example of that, of just a massive idea in here. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I'll just show you on demand. It's easier this way on Thinkorswim. If you go into on demand, and we're going to go to March 3rd, that's Friday, and I'm going to put in 315. Actually, you could even put in 345. Go check this out in here. And now we put in Deutsche Bank. Don't think these things aren't out there to do. And if it doesn't work, let's see if we can get it to work. Well, the idea in there is Deutsche Bank with 15 minutes to go. Let me see if I can get this up for you and show you. There you go. 15 minutes to go. The stock was 1987. Fascinating in there. You could go in and you could buy the 20 puts for 15 cents. I was trying to find you the graphic so I could get right in front of me so you knew what I was talking about. Unfortunately, I can't find it that fast. I thought I could real quick. If you give me a second, I actually will. I'm going to get this here so you can see what I'm talking about. That stock, look at the time, 15:48. 16 minutes earlier, these were 15 cents, the 20 puts. Look what happened in 20 minutes. This is where it gets exciting. This stock that formed this broke down, and those puts you could have bought for 15 cents were 50 cents to 78 cents. They were 64 cents in the money. You buy them at 15 cents, you make 400% on your money in 10 minutes. Those are the type of things I'm going to show you in the option expiration class. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great night. I will talk to you later, and I hope I can look forward to you being with us on Wednesday. Take care.